Welcome to another Username Nerd News. My name is Mike Hewitt, and we are down here at the West Bottoms of Kansas City to see a Miyazaki-themed art gallery. Welcome to another Username Nerd video. My name is Mike Hewitt, and I'm with Leilu. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thanks.
And basically, we're here at your art show. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, it's called Miyazaki Reverie. Basically, I wanted to bring together the fine art scene and this kind of blooming nerd community in Kansas City. And I really love the juxtaposition between the two.
Yeah, there is really something growing in Kansas City. It just seems like there's so much nerd and pop culture everywhere that I love stuff like this. This is amazing. So, can you tell us a little bit about how this all came about and how did you decide to come up with this show?
Well, I know a whole bunch of really talented artists, luckily. And so I put out the call for art and I was trying to think of a theme. And who doesn't love Miyazaki movies? I don't know a single person who just straight up doesn't like them after they've seen them. So I thought this would be a really good starting point.
So for some people that don't know about him, can you tell us a little bit about him?
Well, let's see. He does a lot of really family-friendly movies, but on the other time, he doesn't really shy away from deeper topics. A lot of his movies kind of center around environmentalism, and he has a really strong, he's kind of a feminist, and he has a lot of really strong, awesome female characters. You might have heard some of his more popular movies. He's done Spirited Away, Kiki's Delivery Service, My Neighbor Totoro, just Princess Mononoke, just a lot. His movies have definitely been coming to the forefront.
Yeah,
lately.
My kids and I love Spirited Away and Princess Mononoke. Yeah, those are great movies and stuff along those lines. So can you tell us a little bit about a couple of the artists here and a little bit about them?
Sure. Well, I personally went to the Kansas Art Institute, and that's where I know a lot of these artists from. We have Brittany Plachinki, we have Margot Holst, Teal Sather, a lot of animation and illustration graduates from the Art Institute, and we also have a few people who didn't graduate from there, like Alex Hill, and some others, sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm having trouble just picking one or two. I want to talk about them all. They all look so good.
So I'm also here with Hannah Milto. How are you doing? And you're one of the artists here. Can you tell us a little bit about you and how you're moving away from this wonderful Kansas City?
I'm moving away from Kansas City. I'm going to go assistant teach English in Japan, in Osaka, which is really cool because I went to the Art Institute for 4 years. I studied animation. So it's cool to see a show kind of dedicated to animated movies. That's kind of why I wanted to be a part of it. And I'm just trying to get out there and make some money and kind of make my art for myself.
I guess that's kind of a noble cause, so we will kind of forgive you. Or I don't.
Right, living the nerd dream, going to Japan. I'm jealous.
I might come back with lots of manga and lots of little figurines.
Take me with you next time.
Can you fit in luggage?
Yes.
So, can you tell us about your piece a little bit?
Yeah, I did Arenetti. It's not one of the more popular ones. It's really quiet. It's about I think it was The Borrowers in the English translation. And it's just about this little family that live in this house, and they're tiny people, and they borrow stuff. They don't steal. They borrow, crumbs and little plants from outside, and it's about how, they fear big people, which is us. Because we would probably see that and get freaked out and try and kill it. This youngest one, Arenetti, bonds with a young boy who's visiting her family. So it's not one of the lesser known. It's one of the lesser known films, which is kind of why I wanted to do it. I might lose out money, but I made a piece I generally love. So
is it one of your favorites?
It is. It's one of my secret favorites that nobody whips out. That's the one car, the one indie band that nobody else knows.
Right.
That's my car, my trump car. Bam.
So you're going to Japan and teaching?
Yeah, it's a great program. It's a company called Interact, and they basically they assign English speakers to classrooms from elementary to high school. So somebody is there to communicate and give lessons and have a good native, strong understanding of English. Because English is really a weird language. It's kind of a hodgepodge, maze, labyrinth to navigate. So it's good to have someone native there to kind of figure out the ups and downs. And I'm good with kids, so it'll be a win-win.
Okay, so going to Japan, what are you most excited about when heading there?
I've loved Japan since 4th grade when I did a report on it. Something about that country is just so different, and it spoke to me, and the pictures of it were so beautiful. So I've been itching to go since then, and I wanted to live another life. I didn't want to see Japan as a tourist. I wanted to experience a life there, a life other than my life in Chicago, where I'm from, or here in Kansas City, which have both been great. Something so different and beyond myself. And, they're a really friendly community, so I've been told. I've never been, but I did 4 years of Japanese in high school and 2 in college, so hopefully my language will be okay.
So that was my next question. So you do have some language, just go in.
I've got some grip on the language, some small grip, but immersion will be the final kick in the rear to really retain it, and then I'll keep up with it after that.
Can you tell us a little bit more about what's happening tomorrow? Because it's really nice here today, but it's Friday. Saturday's going to be packed and all kinds of other stuff. Tell us a little bit about some of the stuff Saturday and some of the other things you have going on here.
Yeah, well, on Saturday, the West Bottoms, they open up all their warehouses, and there's a lot of people wandering around. So we're going to have a lot more people due to that. Intelligent Sounds, this is actually their studio space. They're going to be playing a sidewalk show tomorrow from noon to 7:30. And at 7:30, we actually have our own 2 musical artists playing here. We have Strider Coon, who does a little more anime themed stuff, more dancey. And then we have Skybox, who does chiptune. And it's really cute, really dancey, awesome stuff. We have a selfie booth that I painted everything myself. I wanted cute little props to go with the movie.
It's adorable. I love it. Yes.
Thanks. And NakaCon is here today and tomorrow, and NakaCon actually Saturday is doing 2 free passes to their 2017 convention.
And now you do some comic work yourself?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a very healthy artist career myself. Currently, my last big project has been working on a webcomic, Girls with Slingshots, by Danielle Corsetto. And I've been coloring that for a year and a half. I was coloring her 2000 backlog of all her black and whites from when she started 10 years ago.
Cool.
Yeah, and she's getting all those together for the omnibus coming out this next year.
So if someone wanted to get that, where can they go and look at?
It's just girlswithslingshots.com, and that's where you can find that. And if you want my work, you can see it at laelu.com, and that's laeluu.com.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for letting us come out. This is really a lot of fun.
Sure, thank you for having me. I hope you guys enjoy the show, what you saw of it.
Okay, stop. Don't go to the next YouTube video or channel or skip or don't do anything. Real quick, 5 seconds. We have 3 different channels. Please subscribe to them. Username Nerd News, username Nerd Comics, username Nerd Games. We have separated them out into 3 ones. Choose all of them or just one to subscribe to. You'd love it. I promise you, we'll give you great content. It'll show up in your feed. You'll love it. Just real quick click. It doesn't take but a few seconds. You'd be awesome. Thank you.